bat you out.
Well, Roz is going to bring the car. So we're at the NRMA Caravan Park in Victor Harbour, and I'll just give you a bit of a look around. This is our site, these fake grass area. Fairly big sites, however very tight. You can see how close our van is to the grass area on the next side. Massive big trees. Got en-suites over there for tents and other places, and then up that way is reception. More caravan sites in the middle. And what we'll do now is we'll go for a bit of a walk over. As you can see, we've got the truck park next door. So over here is the male and female toilets and the bins. So in the males, you walk in to the right, you have the showers, fairly clean, decent size, glass, wooden doors, and a bit of a bench for your clothes. Hand basins, and then your toilets. Free gin tasting Saturdays 11:45 to 2 p.m. in the camp kitchen. Well, these are the older amenities. Newer ones are up there, which we'll go and have a look at in a minute. Got a few little buildings down there that you can hire, little bedrooms or whatever you want to call them. And over the back there, there's more fairly decent sized park. And the beaches through over the distance. There is a gate. It is over where you can see that fence line. You can walk out and walk to the beach. Barbecue area over near the dump bins over there, and some more holiday little homes up in there. But we'll head up here and I'll show you the rest of the park. So they have some access friendly amenities. Clothesline, they've got washing machines in here. These are the new male amenities. And again, a lot newer than the other ones. Nice showers, hand basins, and on that side, toilets. Around here we have bikes that you can borrow and unlock. Then here's the washing machines and dryers. $5 a load. Again, more of the little cabins over here. Over the far side there you can see another gate going out to the walking track. In here we have a swimming pool. Big jumping pillow and a water park in the background. Community room, TV, couch, aircon, another barbecue area with microwave, fridges and facilities, toasters, so you can come down and have a bit of a picnic lunch, cook your sausages while you sit around the pool. Have the jumping pillow. It's a little pump track over the back. Ride your scooters and skateboards and stuff around. And then there's a bit of a water park with a slide. Kiosk is over there, you can hire the little carts, buy ice, I've got other stuff. This is the pump track. Small little one. Then you have the water slide. Big bucket. They also have a rec room open from 8 to 10. No food or drinks. It's got the air hockey. A couple of machines that rip you off, testers. A couple of pennies. But yeah. So there you have it. Not a bad little park. NRMA Victor Harbour. There is an
what did you think of that?
Yeah, nice little place. Gets very, very busy. It's a very touristy sort of a place. I think someone was telling me it goes from like a 30,000 population to 80, 90,000 over the holiday periods and that. And the roads don't really handle that amount of traffic.
But we noticed over, we arrived there, when did we get there? Sunday. From Sunday even through to Wednesday, we just noticed the jump in people coming down for holidays, like was getting busier. Beautiful weather, like, yeah, I could see why people would live down here, sort of thing. Beautiful days. Coolish nights, because we actually sat outside and watched a movie one night, and I had like a little blankie over my legs. But yeah, a little bit cool, but it's such a pretty, pretty little town. Absolutely stunning. Something I did notice was thousands of cockatoos. Come that 4 o'clock in the afternoon onwards, that's all you hear is squawking cockatoos. But anyway, we're leaving Victor Harbour today. We're heading up towards Adelaide to West Beach Caravan Park. We've actually stayed there a few times before and it's a great spot, but we thought we'd park up for the Christmas period and just stay off the roads and just relax for a little bit. So we've just come down to Port Noarlunga and we've come out to the jetty. Ros is all rugged up because she's a little bit cold. And just looking back over there, there's a couple of little restaurants, pizzerias and cafes and stuff. But yeah, beautiful looking little place. And I dare say on a nice hot sunny day, it should be well worth a visit down here. A lot of people seem to be snorkeling and just seen some scuba divers going back in. But apparently there's a reef out here. And as you can see it breaking across the front there, I believe it's a reef. And there is plenty of fish. You can see a few people up there fishing. We'll go for a walk up there in a minute, see if they're catching anything. But looking way back down in the far distance there, that goes down past Rapid Bay, Victor Harbour, and down to where you catch the ferry across to Kangaroo Island. So yeah, we'll head on out. We'll have a bit of a look and see what we can see. So we've got out to the tip of the jetty. I'll just show you back towards land. Beautiful scenery on the front there. Don't know whether the camera will do it justice. Here's where the water's breaking over the rocks. Now where we're at the moment, we're in a no fishing zone, so it's a green zone.
Take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again.
How cool is that? 24-hour frozen and live bait. It's pretty cool. Clams, Australian prawns, pilchards, squid, nitro squid, and Australian cockles. Not a bad way of getting a bait. Oh, look at that. It's a snorkel and mask. I suppose you call that the big mask. So we've actually called into a fish and chip shop here, and their menu is quite extensive, and the food looks awesome.
Story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive.
Yeah, beautiful looking food, and Ros is going for some King George whiting and potato cake. I'm having some potato cakes, dim sims and chips, but yeah, down here they actually call potato cakes, they call them potato fritters. So there goes the old fight of, is it a potato cake, a potato scallop, or is it a potato fritter now? Apparently South Australians call them potato fritters. Now just got our fish and chips, and they've come in the old cardboard and paper. We'll open them up and we'll see what we have. Have a go at those potato cakes, eh? They're not out of a packet. Big piece of fish. Dimmies look a little bit overdone.
King George whiting from Kangaroo Island.
And the chips, they're all handmade. They're not out of a packet either. But this looks like one of those great old fish and chip places. Not sure if you can hear this.
Don't look at me with those chip eyes.
Very good potato cakes. Roz says her fish was really nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so fresh.
And these chips are awesome. But very good. Even the local goals hanging around, looking for a bit of a feed. Over the road is Drifter's Pizza and beer. And then over there is the tap house. Has Thug Life beer on tap. And it says food, views, handcrafted brews. So yes, this is us for the afternoon, and then we'll head back to West Beach and we'll start packing our van up, ready to head around to Marion Bay on the York Peninsula. Catch it.
Looking in your eyes, I just wanna love you till the day I die. Oh, oh.
Welcome to Marion Bay.
Marion Bay General Store. Morning guys. Well today I've decided to have a day away from Roz for 8 hours and going on a fishing charter. So we're down here at Marion Bay and $325 for 8 hours, and it's with Reef Encounters. Apparently there's a few charters down here and these are one of the best down here from what I've been told. Anyway, we'll get out there, see what it's all about, and I'll show you around the ship and the boat, and also have a bit of a chat with some of the crew. Yeah, strange thing about it is they don't leave from Marion Bay. They actually leave from about half an hour away from here. And it's in a national park, so if you're driving over there, which you have to, you need a park permit. Just a day park. Now, what am I trying to say here? Luckily, I rang them up and they're actually picking me up. They don't normally do it, but since it's just a one person, they're going to come by and pick me up. Apparently 6:30. It's now about 25 past. So I'm waiting for someone called Ryan to come and pick me up. Anyway, I'll introduce you to him and show you what it's all about, show you the boat and all that. Anyway guys, we'll see you out there. One thing I will say, have a look at that sunrise coming up out there over the clouds. The last day was absolutely miserable. But, as it would have it, apparently I've picked a cracking day. It's meant to be a bit of a glass off, and quite a beautiful day today. So we've arrived at Pondalawi Bay, and that's where we get in and go out onto the bigger boat. The guys are just going to head out there now, and they're going to put a bit of diesel into the boat. But I'll just show you around. It's quite a good little spot. And as you can see, there is plenty of boats here at the moment. Everyone's sort of getting ready to go out. It's one of the better days for the last week or so. And as you can see, everyone's putting their boats in if they haven't already done so. You can see there's a few little huts up here that people own and they actually rent them out. Look at that old rig.
Yep.
She's obviously just here for putting the boat in and out. What an old beast. Tyres are probably the best thing on the vehicle. The boat that we're on. Yeah, we'll get out here. There's 12 of us on here. You can see they've got a few rods. And we'll get out amongst it and see what we can catch. It's pretty bad when you've got to sit down and have a rest from fishing. So there's a few shacks over here on Wedge Island, and apparently there's a runway. A couple up down on the hill, and a couple down here on the road. Beautiful beach. Apparently there's a beautiful beach around the other side. Back in, you can see there's a few more people on the beach. So yeah, it's amazing when you get a beautiful day and holidays, the place packs out. Hey guys, I've got Ryan here from Reef Encounters fishing charter out of, where are we? We're at Marion Bay. G'day Ryan, how are you mate?
Not bad, thanks.
And for you that don't know, Marion Bay is on the York Peninsula, alright, it's down near the bottom. Ryan, first of all, mate, do you want to just tell us a little bit about Reef Encounters? One, how long it's been running, how you got into it, what people can expect out of a day trip with Reef Encounters?
Yep. Oh, Reef Encounters has been operating here out of Marion Bay and Pondalawi Bay for 25 odd years now. I've taken it over from the previous owners for the last 5. So it's just a small family run business, myself and my wife. And yeah, we fish the waters here out off the national park mainly, in around Wedge Island, which you experienced today. And the main sort of species we target are nanny guy. We do catch a lot of snapper, which obviously we can't keep at the moment. Morlong, shark species, ground sharks like gummies and schoolies.
Just on that, can you just explain to the people, because obviously in Queensland, anywhere else, you can catch snapper and keep it. And it was a bit of a shock to me when we're throwing back snapper this big, going, well, that's just ridiculous. Can you just explain about the snapper?
Absolutely. Well, our snapper fishery here in South Australia, well, it's world renowned for being a very good snapper fishery, where you catch some of the biggest snapper in the world, of course, as well. But it is regarded as depleted at the moment. So at the moment, our state is making the effort to try and have those numbers bounce back. The findings are a bit indefinite at the moment. So we've about 6.5 years into a ban at the moment, and they're going to look at revisiting the management of that shortly. But yeah, hopefully we get a different outcome, because there's lots around.
I can tell you after today, we must have thrown back 20 to 25 snapper, all right? Like, I got to a stage where I nearly put my rod down because I was sick of catching snapper that I couldn't catch.
Absolutely.
And then we moved to banana guy.
Mind you, I actually make quite a conscious effort to keep away from those grounds where snapper are, but this time of year especially, November, December, it can be hard to evade them, because this is when they're migrating through those areas in large numbers. And we caught a variety of sizes as well, from small to quite large ones as well. So yeah.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your boat? Like what sort of boat it is, how big it is, how many it can accommodate, and all that sort of stuff?
So the boat that we have is a 45-foot Harris craft, which is an ex-cray fishing vessel from WA. And it's been fully retrofitted for fishing charters, and it's what's required for these sorts of waters out here. Today we experienced some pretty nice conditions, but it does get hairy at times, so it's safe access to any waters that we need to get to. Yeah.
And for the ladies out there, it actually does have a full toilet on board, all right? So you don't need to use a bucket or hang over the back of the boat. There's an actual toilet on board.
No, it's luxury.
Righto, now how often do you operate, mate? What's your season? Are you 6 days, 7 days a week, 5 days? What's the go?
We shut down at the end of June for 3 months over winter for maintenance. Every second year we have quite a large one, and the rest of the 9 months of the year we're in full operation. So take a couple of days off for Christmas, and that's mostly about it. So our availability is pretty good. However, this time of year we do book out quite fast. So
Righto. Now, I thought that this was a good time of the year. Obviously, this time of the year, it's blowing its absolute backside off.
It is.
And I think you told me February onwards, is it? Or
yeah,
autumn
look,
or something?
autumn's a good time.
Autumn.
However, you know, I still encourage, it's nice when the weather's warm. It does get a bit bitter and cold here at times, but look, all year round our species fire generally, so I still encourage people, even those October months, there's some fish that fire better in those earlier months and later in the season, but yeah, as I said, in autumn as well, we do expect the bluefin tuna to be in the area as well, which are a prize target.
Okay, and a nice little thing that I think that you guys do, or that I know you guys do, is if I ring up and I make a booking and it's an absolute miserable day and it's pouring rain or whatever and you cancel, it just pushes back and you can pick another date or get a refund.
Absolutely.
I think I read in your thing.
We'll be as flexible as we can, you know, and we want everyone to have a good day on the water with us, and if it's blowing, well then, you know, we want to try and get you out on a day where it's going to be comfortable for everyone to have a fish.
And your deckhand, Nathan, he was pretty good too. He's always running around, knew what he was doing, and from what I heard, he used to be with the other owner for a while or something before you.
Yeah, he was
so he's
previously.
done a bit of deckhanding.
Yeah. No, I'm very lucky. We've got a good team, and we take pride in trying to hold ourselves quite highly in the industry that we're in. So, no, he's a very good worker, Nathan.
Where can people find you guys? Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Do you have a website? Do you want to just give us a rattle off where we can find you?
Yep, you can get us at www.reefencounters.com. There's a lot of testimonials in there, videos with iFish with Paul Worsling, various podcasts as well from ones around Australia, so lots of different places that you can see us. Instagram is also a great place to have a quick visual representation of what we get into each and every day on the water.
Right. Is there an age limit on people? Like, do you take kids fishing, or?
No, absolutely not. There's no age limit. But no, look, for the younger ones, we just say that, you know, parents need to be aware that the sort of waters we operate, and we have all the safety gear necessary for those kids, and for elder people as well. As long as you're mobile and you're happy to get in and out of the tender vessel, then yeah, you're welcome on board.
No worries. Thank you very much,
no worries.
mate. Really
Thanks
appreciate
for coming
that.
out with us.
Okay, just for you people that aren't real keen fishers or have a lot of knowledge in fishing, one thing that Ryan does at the end of his fishing trip is he'll take you aside and he will show you, or as a group, he'll show you how to fillet a fish, whether it be a King George whiting or an anagai, because obviously they're two different style of fish and there's two different ways to do it, or whatever other fish there is. So he's very helpful that way, and what we're going to do now is we're going to duck over, we're going to pull out some of the fish that we caught today, and he'll give us a bit of a rundown and a bit of a lesson on how to fillet the fish.
So, bite redfish, anagai. These species have a lot of meat on. A lot of people think that they don't get much off of them, but when filleted correctly, there's plenty there. So anywhere that's soft, basically there's meat. Okay, so they are very sharp. I recommend using gloves for anyone else. I haven't got mine with me today, but they're sharp all behind the gill rakers here, so you've just got to take care when you're doing it. You just lift up from the pectoral fin, coming up underneath the side here, run the whole way forward, and then down on the same side. Now we'll just work at the fillet from the top down. We just work with the tip of the knife slowly. Now only use the tip, because then you can actually slide your thumb in and see where you're cutting. You need a nice flexible knife to be able to get in, and very sharp, and just work your way from the top down the whole way. And then of course, because you can see, you can make sure that you're getting every bit of meat as you go. So you work your way the whole way down. Now, unlike many other species, nanigai actually have a hard swim bladder. It feels like a little bit of plastic in here. Best way to go through it is to just push straight through so that you don't lose any meat. Now the only thing that's left hanging on is the rib cage bones. I like to just put my hand on top of the fish. You don't saw at them, you just push and flick and you'll break through the rib cage bones. The fillet's now disconnected. Just one little bit of skin, and there's your nanigai fillet. All that's left to do here now is remove the skin and the bones. So it's as easy as just drawing a line around the rib cage bones, up under that swim bladder. I push as far forward as I can to pick up all that belly meat. All you have to do is touch down to the skin. Don't need to cut through it because it's all going to come off with the skin from the back. Get it started. Flex your knife down, pull the skin left and right. There's your fillet.
Nice.
There's only one line of bones left in this now. Just like any other fish fillet, there'll be a pin bones through here. So we're going to separate it into two sections. We got the top side of those bones. There's one boneless fillet, and I just run it the whole way through. The bottom side of these bones. You've got two pieces of probably the best quality eating fish you're going to find anywhere in the world.
Now, as a fishing person yourself and all that and being around the industry, is there a good and a bad way to cook these type of fillets? Like batter them, do them on a barbecue, or is there a good or bad way?
Once a fish has been taken care of the way that we've done it now, it's pretty hard to stuff it up, to be honest. The biggest bit of recommendation I can give you is to never rinse it in fresh water. You keep your fish as dry as possible. Pat it dry even before you either cryovac it, put it in bags and freeze it. And then, oh look, some of the ways that I like to cook them are in light tempura batter or beer batter. You can crumb them into nanny guy schnitzels. The kids absolutely love them. Nanny nuggets, they're the go-to.
Yeah, right, okay. And obviously you do the same for the other side. And
yep.
then
so exactly the same process for the other side of the nanny guy. And what I will show you as well is a bit on the fish that is often not utilised. So I'll just quickly take this fillet off on the side
the
now.
wings?
It is the wings.
They do that in a lot of the Asian countries.
They do.
Wings and that.
And we should do it more here because there's so much meat in there. If you've got access to a smoker, that's one of the best ways to do them, but I actually just marinate them in a bit of lemon juice, olive oil, garlic, chili, salt, and I throw them on the hot coals, toss them around, and then they're just the perfect beer snacks. So we'll run this fillet down. It's a little bit of a different process when on this side because I'm right-handed. You actually break the rib cage bones from the front this time. So flicking and pushing. Run down over the fillet. Okay, so I'll do that one in a second. I'm just going to break away this this collar section. Once again, so sharp. You've got to be really careful under here. Should be able to just pull it away. Keep it clear of all of the guts and waste. This is what you're left with. So we'll give it a rinse. This is the salt water, so do it in the salt water. Now this whole section in here is completely loaded with meat. You can scale them prior, or I actually just leave the scales on. It protects them from coals as well. Once they're cooked, you'll be able to slide that off and the pockets of meat all inside. So that's the good bit I was talking about. Once you've done that, there's virtually nothing left on the fish. If you're really keen, what I like to do, pull the guts away. I keep all the frames, I boil them down into a stock, and you're probably going to find you'll have some of the best fish stock you can get your hands on.
Yeah, right.
So,
awesome.
There's nothing to waste. Cool. So King George whiting, these have been pre-scaled in our scaler bag on board. Pretty easy to fillet. If you blink, you'll miss it. So you just come back in behind the top of the pectoral fin, knife flex, run down, fillet comes off. Same on the other side. Flexing the whole time so that you don't miss any meat off the backbone.
What do you mean by flexing? What is flexing?
Like this.
Ah, right.
So if I come in on that angle, I'm going to miss all the meat under here. But if I come in like this with it flexed, I'm going to stay hard against the backbone the whole time. Now with the whiting, all that's left here is the rib cage bones. You've got to crack through those middle rib cage bones and just push down and work away at all this belly lining. There's your whiting fillet. All that's left is those Same ones in the nanny guide that I was talking about. These ones you can go top side, bottom side, just V them out. There's your fillet. Same here. And this is going to be beautiful eating fish. Same thing, just feed it out. These two whiting fillets. Now $100 bucks a kilo most places you go.
Now with these, I noticed you cut the skin off here, but you leave the skin on the...
They've been scaled.
Oh, scaled.
And look, you can skin whiting. My preference, I actually like the taste of the skin on whiting. If you cook it in hot oil, skin down, it'll go a little bit crispy sometimes as well. So, but yeah, they're very premium fish and a delicate white flesh. So, if most people that don't like fish, the first one to try is the whiting.
Right. Thank you very much,
No
mate.
worries.
Really appreciate your time. I guess if people have questions out there, well, you're going to have his phone number soon and his contact details, so you can email him and find out a bit more information off him. Thanks, Ryan.
No worries.
Cheers, mate. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed the fishing charter. The only thing was, we must have thrown back about 20 snapper. There's a big snapper ban on down here in South Australia. It has been for 5 years. And I mean, I was getting double hookups and they were like this big. But yeah, we had to throw them back. So it's a bit of a shame because you pull them up from say 60 metres, and if you pull them up quick, they suffer from barotrauma and they die anyway. So in the Northern Territory, when we're up in Gove, you can catch them any size, and what happened there was you'd pull them out, you'd have little small ones, but you'd hit your bag limit, so you're not raping the ocean. But out here, you're pulling them up, throwing them back, and probably out of 10, maybe 6 of them just went belly up and drifted off, sort of thing. So it seems to be a waste and a bit of a shame. But the Ryan was saying that they're trying to get it overturned down here in South Australia. Anyway, it's that time again. Joke time with Dave. Hey Roz.
Yes, Dave.
I was actually sitting there earlier on today and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if it hurts when you pull a nose hair out. So I thought I'd give it a go.
Oh yeah, how'd that go for you?
Well, judging by the look on the face of the guy asleep beside me on the bus, I think it was pretty painful. Yeah guys, that one was from Sarah Bedell over in Western Australia. Thanks. If you have any, send them in. If I like them, I'll put them up. Catches.